Hey, Ramon, you have your light on, huh?
I couldn't get into Cobra Kai, by the way. I saw one episode.
Yeah, I saw like the opening of that video. I'm just gonna say Cobra Kai sucks.
It does.
What's up, guys?
The phenomenal FKR himself, Jess. Welcome back.
Like,
It was great. It was great. Can't complain. I had a lot of
a
fun
lot
yesterday.
better. A lot better than last week. Yeah. Well, so you guys probably know because they said in the video. I live in Monrovia, so we were pretty much in like voluntary evacuation. I'm not too close to the foothills, but where the fire can destroy like our place. But it was the air quality that put a lot of people pretty much on red alert to evacuate. So fortunately, the fire kind of started pushing west. So now it's actually heading towards like Palmdale area. So it actually is hit Juniper Hills already, and it burned down a few houses because of the wind. So and it's actually hitting Sierra Madre and Arcadia area. So we were just pretty much stuck with the smoke, and man, that thing was seeping into the house like pretty bad. As soon as you open the door, when I would go to work, it wasn't even like a fresh air. Like it was just like if something was lit up right next to the house.
Yeah.
So I had to have the AC on pretty much all day for like a whole week because it's for it to like kind of filter out the air. So and then we kind of were like we weren't really able to do anything. We wouldn't even be able to go run errands because it was just so bad. You would go into the markets and they would just have like blowers kind of blowing up towards the entrance, and it was pretty tough, like trying to get through. But even in the night, I couldn't even sleep. You guys, the day of the podcast, yeah, I was texting you guys at like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
and I was like, I hope everyone's sleeping, dreaming well, because I'm over here freaking monitoring the fires to see how the smoke's getting, because it was to the point
back
where
and forth.
Yeah, the smoke was so bad. It was you couldn't even see anything. Like even driving, like I couldn't see like 2 cars in front of me. So it was pretty bad. But yeah, that night I couldn't make it for sure, but it's cleared up a lot here. You can finally see the stars here. But yeah, it's that was pretty interesting. We had like our important documents like on standby, and had the kids, make sure they were, wearing masks, and always had my daughter covered. We have like a car seat cover, so we had that covered, make sure she wasn't getting any of that smoke. But thankfully, we got out of it.
Yeah, I have noticed during the week that it doesn't smell as much as smoke as it was the week prior.
Mm-hmm.
With you saying that it's shifted, that confirms that what I was thinking, because it didn't smell a lot this week. You could still smell it on certain days, but not as severe as it was like the week before.
Yeah, it got windy too, because for some reason when that fire happened, we were just like, there was no wind, and there was also it was just hot. Like it was just triple digit weather, and it was up in the 90s, and it was just hot. So it sucks because this area, like where the mountains are, hasn't burned in over 60 years.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So there's just pretty much fuel ready to go. And because California has that kind of like cut down, like the tree cutting, even if the dead trees are completely dried out, they still cannot cut them because of some environmental like agreement they had. So this one, they still haven't figured out what caused it. I was hearing a lightning strike, as well as they're saying could be possibly like arson, Like, for instance, the Yucaipa fire down in San Bernardino, where it was started by a gender reveal.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
That was okay.
How we have so much to say about that.
Yeah, for real. Like,
yeah,
yeah, but go on, Jesse.
No, I mean, you just gotta be smart. The people gotta be really, really dumb to start a fire to do any type of explosive in a dry area. It's like saying I'm gonna let off this smoke bomb, like this giant smoke bomb in my house. You're not gonna want that.
Yeah.
So why do it outside in an area where you have like no type of water source to take it out? The lady they spoke to the family about that, the gender reveal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I guess the mom or something, she was like, "Oh, when it blew off, we saw that the fire started catching up on these tall dry grass." Yeah. And she says, "Oh, we tried to put it out with water bottles."
Really?
I was like, "Dude, you guys had like not even like a 5-gallon bucket of water or something like that."
Yeah.
And she was like, and they were just like, "Yeah." So I don't know if you guys saw the one that happened, a big fire that happened up north like a year ago or 2 years ago. I think it was here in California. So the family got charged $8 million, like in fines.
Yeah,
and the guy, I think the guy has to do 5 years of probation. Like,
yeah.
So that $8 million is covering the fees, the damages, and like pretty much all the firefighters that were working on it. You know, everything that they used. So they're saying that this one in the San Bernardino County could be around the same amount for that family.
Yeah, they should really
$8
be
million
in jail for that.
Seriously, I mean, look at all the shit it caused.
I think one person did die though from that fire. Yeah,
and it was also it was also in an enlarged gathering when we've been told not to gather in large amounts of groups.
Yeah,
and I mean, okay, let's say that they still did it, but I mean, be prepared for what's coming after the fucking explosion of your shit.
Yeah,
like, you really didn't have no fucking fire extinguishers or anything. Like, you weren't anticipating fucking this happening. Like,
yeah. And there's a video of somebody doing one, like from out in the Midwest, and it same thing. It was like in a dry area. As soon as it blew up, you see like the blue powder. Like, you're like, oh, okay, it's a boy. And then next thing you know, you just see all around just start burning up, like the fire completely rising up.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much that probably is the same explosive they used or something similar to that. But you're going to definitely get a fire from something exploding in that area.
Yeah. And I mean, dude, you can see that it's all dry right around that target where they what they do, they shot it, right? They shot that shit and then
they either shot it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, dude, you're looking around where you place the thing, and it's all dry. Like, if you see the video, there's nothing but dry around it. So, like, I mean, you didn't think any of that was gonna catch fire?
I don't think these people saw dry. I think they just saw money being made. Because you got to think about the company that made the fireworks, made the cannon, made the blue. Whatever it was.
I mean, that's not their fault because it's a business. There's always going to be a need for something like that. But I think
it's common sense.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's common sense.
Oh man.
Yeah, you don't want something explosive going off in your house. Imagine, so then think.
And they probably like, oh, it's out in the open. Nobody's gonna get hurt. Really?
Yeah, that's what I think they were saying. Oh, we're out here. Nothing's gonna happen.
Oh man. Really quick, I want to give a shout out to Leo. I guess I was having some audio issues, and Leo pointed it out. So thank you for that. So now they're able to hear me.
Good morning, Leo.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, that's just dumb. I mean, anyway.
Well, and the good part is that at least you're fine. And
yeah,
I know
that's true.
A lot of people last week were worried because I made it seem like your house is gonna go down.
No, yeah.
But, I was saying that you were just in the red zone of the evacuation centers of that. You guys were gonna be told eventually. You guys got to dip.
Yeah, we had two hilltops kind of protecting the houses. So the houses are right here. And then you had like hilltop number 1, hilltop number 2, and then where the fire was. So within a day, I think from Sunday, like it pretty much jumped to the second hilltop, and it was completely burning everything. So that's where it started. Kind of people started worrying. That's when the evacuations, kind of like the warnings started happening. Mm-hmm. And then a few days later, it jumped to the last hilltop blocking the houses and the mountain, like pretty much in between. So it was at the very top, and it was slowly going down. So pretty much that's where people started leaving. So it got too close to home for many people. And the houses up there, man, they're freaking castles.
Yes,
I've driven them up there. They're like huge. And
they're beautiful. They're beautiful up there.
Yeah, that would have been a crazy loss for some of those people. Yeah, so that's where the worry happened. Is when it was kind of like a barrier. Once it got to the last one, you're like, yeah, okay, we got to do something now. But
because one of my guys on Instagram pointed out, I hope your nephew's okay, but we didn't get to see the moon this week. You know, the big thing right now is people want to see the moon.
They want to see the moon, bro.
Yeah, she's sleeping right now.
Yeah.
But let's get today's show on the road, guys. Who's gonna go first?
I don't know. I can start. I'll start it off.
Hit us with the sports, bro.
Yes, let's
Ramon,
do this.
Sport
All right. So as y'all remember, me and Jesse, before the NBA playoffs started, we did our bracket. And now that it's in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals, our brackets were kind of fucked up. Because, as everybody knows, Denver did 2 comebacks from 3-1. And they fucking beat, who was it? It was the Clippers and the Jazz, right? Yeah, so they came back and won both games. I mean, those...
No, Nuggets.
Oh, no, Bob, they beat the Jazz. The Nuggets beat the Jazz.
Nuggets. No, the Clippers played... Was it the Jazz that they played?
No. Denver played against the Jazz.
Yeah, Denver played.
Yeah. They played the Harlem Globetrotters. Get it together, okay?
The Washington Generals.
Well, that's what it kind of looked like. I mean, in that fourth quarter of Game 7 versus the Clippers was really bad for the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers took the vacate. They were like, all right, let's go. Let's get out of the bubble.
They met up with... who was it? I forgot who they were talking shit
Lou
to.
Williams.
Yeah, fucking Cancun. They went to Cancun. But, that was a really good series, though. I mean, I don't know what happened there, but, I mean... so, anyways, back to what we were saying. Yeah, so in the Western Conference Finals, we have the Lakers and we have the Denver Nuggets. Currently, the Lakers are up. They won on Friday. And then also Miami versus the Celtics, which was another one that me and... I think we got one of them right, which I think was the Celtics, but we didn't see the Heat going that far. But, the Heat are, up 2-1? So that's
2-1.
2-1.
The series has been going on a little bit longer than the Lakers.
Yeah.
So that's why they have already 3 games in.
Yeah. Compared
to the Lakers only 1. So today's the Lakers, the second game of the Lakers. Tomorrow's the 4th game for the Heat. But yeah, it's pretty wild.
I have a question regarding sports.
All right.
And this goes to you guys. Because, I don't watch sports, anything, just wrestling, soccer. I can talk to you. But when it comes to basketball, especially the fact that it was on mandatory shutdown because of COVID, do you guys feel that it'll be justified to yell out, "We are the champion," whoever it is, knowing the fact that when they came back, the season was cut in half. It wasn't a large amount of teams as it was before, and it was basically rushed into the end.
You want to start this?
Okay. One thing about the NBA that the bubble kind of like threw me off is the games ended in March, right? That's when everything got put on hold because of the COVID. So then they had, I guess 4 months till July to get everything back up and running. Mm-hmm. The season was practically over. It was already let's say 20 games left for every team before the playoffs. I think those 5 months or 4 months made a big difference for these teams because they got to kind of rest, get healthy, take care of any problem that was bothering them during the season that they were able to muscle through. That's why I think we see teams we didn't expect in their current position to be in because they only played 8 games before the playoffs started. Yeah. So pretty much it's like you just start the season. All right, 8 games. These teams are gonna play. These teams are gonna play. All right, you guys play it out. Then we're gonna start the playoffs. Yeah. So it was a little interesting to see that. Because it just felt like they just restarted the season and they just picked the best teams of each conference, and we're like, all right, you're gonna have to win the championship in pretty much in 2 months.
Yeah.
So a lot of teams did get healthy, and a lot of teams paid for it as well as didn't pay for it because injuries do help a lot. The opposition. So I think whoever wins this one, it's well deserved because of what happened. But I don't know. I feel like that break that they got kind of helps too. And I don't know. It's a little weird.
You don't feel that it'll hurt the stigma of being called the 2020 champion?
I don't think so.
No, I think a ring is a ring. You get it no matter what. Yeah. You're the champion. I mean, you still got to play the team the same. It would be different if there was like half of the players from every team were like missing, like they were gone. Yeah. And they just put in like the free agents from like the D League. Then this championship wouldn't really be the same. But it's because everyone decided to play. Everyone stayed in the bubble. Everyone decided to play like I mean, LeBron James is playing like he wants the championship. Yeah. So it means something to him. Everyone is playing like they won the title. So the championship will still have that. Meaning. This year's will still matter like it did last year. But this one will be a little bit more special because of what happened. Yeah.
Okay.
So
so Ramon, this question to you because you're a Lakers fan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say they go ahead and they win that championship. Mm-hmm. Are you prepared for the whole? Well, the Lakers only won it because the season was cut. They only won it because they picked the best teams. Or do we expect another venting video?
No. Hey, nah, man, that venting video was something else. That one hit. That one was close to home, man. That one I was like, what the fuck, dude?
The fuck up, man.
No, and I mean,
I was expecting one yet on Friday.
Nah, let me put it this way. I love LAFC. Y'all know that shit.
Yeah.
And the fact that I know that the way that they're playing, and I'll go back to the Laker thing right now because you brought up the Venti video, so I'm just gonna talk about it really quick. So I'm okay with them losing, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, it hurts. It's like fuck, and I know that they can play better because look at how they were playing when they were in the bubble. I mean, they were pretty much unstoppable. They get out of that bubble and then they start playing like shit. And then you can't even use the excuse of like, oh shit, well, Vela's not playing. Because he didn't play at all in the bubble. He only played one game after the bubble and he got injured. Yeah. I'm going to use quotation marks because his wife's pregnant and I think that's the reason. Anyway, if the Lakers were to win, I don't think there'd be a venting video. I honestly think, like Jesse said, if for those that do follow it, there's a lot of shit talking amongst the players, like trash talking to other teams and shit, like, and then they get all hyped, like it's like if it was the regular. I mean, it is the regular season, but like minus the fans. I think that makes another it makes a difference too without having any fans.
Right.
Like for example, during that Laker game versus the Rockets, J.R. Smith's brother started talking shit to Russell Westbrook, so it's like. You don't have the fans' noise drowning that shit out. So it does, you know what I mean?
It's very, you can hear it very, like, clearly.
So I honestly don't think it's any less of a championship win if they win it the way that they won it. Because everybody's playing with a heart right now. Regardless whether it's in a bubble, it's, in their stadium. I mean, regardless, they're playing like if nothing's happening, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making myself clear on that part. Like, it's still very real to them, I guess, as far as like it still means something to them. So, like Jesse said, if they were playing with D League players, then I don't really think it would be like that meaningful. They're playing against the superstars of each team, so it's not like and then the players had the option of not going. So you know what I mean. If they went, it's because they wanted it, not because they were forced to go.
Yeah, they could have easily like said, "Nah, I'm not gonna play." Like LeBron James could have easily said, "Nah, I'm just gonna wait."
Yeah.
And I mean, he has nothing really to worry about because he's got all the money. But I mean, if he really wanted it to be that voice, he could have just sat out the whole season. But because he wanted to win a championship, I think, and honestly, I think what also fuels them is the passing of Kobe from the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I think he has that, like, you know what, we gotta win this. Like, we gotta win this.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers actually win it this year. I think it'd be kind of nice, because it'll be more in memory of Kobe. But it sucks because it took that to kind of light that fire.
Yeah, and that's
in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, will you be going down to La Whittier for the victory parade when they win?
Honestly, I don't think they should. Even with all this shit that's going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy Mexicans.
Oh yeah, you'd be so. Dude, I remember the last time there was that big old fucking. I think it was Mexico who played and they won. I don't know. I think it was during the World Cup. This fucking moron, bro. On Whittier Boulevard, it was a red light, and you know those that fucking wall run where you jump and you flip over. Yeah. This fool did it on an ambulance. So he ran up to the ambulance and he did that shit while it was like, stop. What the fuck? Dude, even the bombero was like, because like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, there's no point. Like, okay, yeah, they won, but don't be acting all stupid about it either. Oh, by the way, Oz, Araceli said, Oscar, where is my food?
You don't show up, you don't eat.
She wants that longaniza.
Here we go with the longaniza again.
Longaniza. But yeah, so yeah, back to what we're talking about. But yeah, so right. I think it means the same. Okay. I think it's the same meaning. I think it's gonna be the same.
Also, another thing regarding the fans, like even in soccer and like pretty much all sport, even NFL, I know has some fans. If you think about it, like the people that play sports in the very beginning, like you take those games competitive, like you take those games seriously, like even at the park.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like Ramon, he would get all like we would play indoor soccer.
Oh.
And there'd be like at least all the fans is pretty much like family.
Yeah.
And Ramon would get freaking suited up. He'd have that super skin tight, jersey and shorts that showed.
It was a Chelsea jersey, no?
Yeah, the Chelsea one.
Actually, no, I don't have
and
that
then
jersey.
he would have the bandas on. He would have like at least like 2 yards worth of bands going around each knee.
Yup, the padding and shit.
Yeah, so like then you see him walk out of his house already listening to music. Fucking with sweater on, he was all set to play because he was that serious. And I mean, if you think about it, this was just like a little indoor league. Now, if these guys are getting paid millions of dollars, and there's a bonus for them at the very end if they win it. I mean, they'd be pretty serious too. So,
and a kick-ass looking ring.
I think having no fans and having fans could be a pretty terrible excuse. Like because I was hearing also players are saying, oh, it's the fans. I need the fans. They help motivate me. If you need fans to help motivate you, you don't have that like heart to play.
Yeah.
Because you can play with or without them.
Would you say that they're lacking love of the sport if they need that?
Probably. I mean, I'm not in that position. If I was a pro player, I would tell you, be like, oh, yeah, it's because of this or something, But I think it has something to do, I guess it's a mental thing for sure. And I think each player is very different.
How about you, Oz, in soccer, because you don't watch basketball or anything, do you think the fans make a difference? And do you think that if a player thinks that they need the fan support to play better, do you think it's a lack of love for the sport, or what do you think that is? Well,
I mean, in soccer, the fans are 97% of the team. You know what I'm saying? Somebody scores a goal, the first thing they do is they run to the fans. They go, yeah, like that.
It's
but
true.
You know what I'm saying? But for somebody to say that, for somebody to say that they can't play well without the fans there, that's just insecurities. I think it's the costumbre to have the fans there and have them yell your name or have them, heckle you or stuff like that. But I think from what I've seen on the Premier League is the teams are playing a lot better without the fans, especially in the away games, because the fans aren't there to heckle anybody. It's quiet. The fans are computerized. It's old sound bites from other games, just like they're doing in WWE.
Yeah,
it's just old and NBA. It's just old sound bites. But I think you are seeing a different type of game where people are not coming in physically prepared, not mentally prepared, but physically prepared for what they're gonna do. So to answer your question, I don't think if somebody is to say that their game is affected by the fans not being there, that's just an insecurity, and those people need to be benched.
Hey, no, it's true though.
Araceli said, if anything, it's mad annoying having fans than not. And I can actually
fans.
I don't know.
Well,
because I don't know
if you're
that.
now it depends. Like if you're a fan at home or you're at the event.
Yeah.
Because if you're at the event, it can be 50-50. You can have like a good seat and then have really bad people around you, and where it can ruin like that experience for you, and it can end up getting like a bad kind of like you could probably end up getting in a fight, get stuff thrown at you if you're in the opposite, if you're going for the opposite team.
Okay, let me devil's advocate that for you, just because you said it could ruin your experience. SummerSlam 2014, Staples Center. We were surrounded by children, with families with children, while we watched John Cena get his ass beat. And how quiet it was there. Now, did that ruin the experience for you, or did it just make you want to go, fuck yeah?
Yeah. But I mean, like the experience, it'll ruin the experience. Like, let's say it's a good match. Like, let's say it's a match, right? Like what we saw. But then, like, we're like the ones rooting for Brock Lesnar, and people around us were rooting for John Cena. It would ruin your experience if somebody approaches you, be like, like starts cussing you out because you go for Brock Lesnar and like tries to like get in front of your face and stuff like that because you go for the opposite team. Mm-hmm. Now, when you go to a football game, there's always fights. When you go to and I've seen it. I mean, Raider fans are known for causing a freaking desmadre at the games.
Yeah.
And then, same thing at Laker games. You always got those snobby rich people in the front that feel like they're better than you. And you freaking just start, they'll throw something at you, or they'll start, they throw shit at the players.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. That's
so I mean, like it can be a bad experience, but if you go with the right people and you're right around the right people, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I've always
concert.
I've always said, and I've always said that people who fight at sporting events, especially when you're watching a great soccer game and they pan to the audience and they're throwing chingazos, it kind of ruins the effect for you. It's very unnecessary. It's a great game. It's I know I'm passionate about soccer, but to fight somebody of the opposing team just because they're opposing team, regardless if they're talking shit or not, at the end of the day, I don't know these people. Yeah. Let them talk all the shit that they want. It's not going to affect me. It's not going to ruin my day. Yeah. But I think more when it comes to fights like that, it's more of like a dick measuring contest.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're going to talk shit, or we're going to get down. I'm going to show you how much, like that. I think it's just, it's stupid. Yeah. It's stupid.
Araceli made a good point, though. She's like, sports fans are in a different level than wrestling fans. They honestly think that they're in the team, which is true. I can.
In the venting, they'll say we.
Yeah, they say we, our.
We.
Yeah.
Us. French.
Yeah.
We.
Hey, they take my money on a monthly. I'm paying for that. It's a we. It's a we.
And we are a personal choice. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what you got yourself into. Don't play victim.
Hey, like that game yesterday. Did anyone see that soccer game yesterday?
The America one?
Yeah, America one.
I know it was hyped up at
didn't.
work because people were just talking shit left and right at work, and I'm just this is why I don't watch the Mexican League anymore. Y'all too extra.
Yeah.
But if you would say the same thing, you would feel the same way if you were in England.
You watch your fucking mouth. Watch your mouth.
No.
Because I know you're a Liverpool fan. I didn't catch it.
No, you're a Liverpool fan. You know, hey, but there's so many teams in England. If you were to rep that team in a certain area, you know, they probably would be yelling at you like it is here. I mean, when I was out there, it was Chelsea.
I would just walk with the Liverpool shirt. I would get out, wanka, wanka.
Yeah, no, for real. You pass by a pub or something, they'll be telling you crap. Yeah, so it's very different. I understand here because we're freaking Latino based and shit.
Yeah,
the Mexican League is like top tier, but if you were like for instance over there in England, you know, it's all Premier League.
It's all Premier League, man.
Barcelona, you know,
La Liga,
So
yeah, and I mean, I've also seen a video where it was Real Madrid versus Barcelona, and I think Barcelona that one. I'm not sure. I don't know how it was going on, but the guy had a Messi jersey, and he was walking, showing it like this. Yeah, I'm assuming then Barcelona won because he was walking, dude. Oh shit! Everybody was throwing shit at him. Like I'm telling, just because he was carrying a jersey like this, bro. That's it. He wasn't talking shit. He wasn't saying anything. He was just walking up the stairs to get out of the stadium, and it was nothing but Real Madrid fans all around him throwing shit at him, fucking talking shit.
Perfect example of how fucking crazy fans can get. Boca Juniors versus River Plate, the CONCACAF
100%
champions. Final, right? They were headed to the game to play.
Yeah.
The River Plate fans started throwing rocks, tear gas. They broke the glass bottles on the tour bus for Boca Juniors. Like 6 players, like all the players were messed up. 6 players, like one player had glass in his eye. Another player couldn't even breathe. Ramon, the fucking president of CONCACAF told Boca Juniors the game's not going to be played. They gave them an ultimatum, I think. They were like, you got like an hour or 2 to get this game ready so we can play today while this shit happened. So there's video of them like throwing up in the locker room, crying, getting like milk, dumping it in their eyes. They're in the showers trying to clean their face off from all the tear gas and shit that was in their butt.
Yeah.
So they canceled the game. They suspended all fans. So then they moved it to what's the one from Real Madrid Stadium?
Oh, Santiago Bernabéu. El Santiago Bernabéu.
That stadium, they had like less than like 2 weeks to get prepared to play. So like 4 of the main guys didn't even play. So I think it was it's pretty bad. Like fans.
I saw those videos. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, my dad was pissed because we go for Boca and
it was bound to be like an instant classic. Just because it's these two teams.
And if she wants to join Ramon, just let her know.
I am gonna do it right now. Yeah. I'll add her after this. So there was a time too, same team with Boca Junior during what was it called? Copa Libertadores against Chivas. I don't know if you remember that. The time Bofo was playing. And
was that the one over there in when they went to Argentina?
The coach spit in Bofo's face, dude.
Yeah, I remember that.
You're the coach of the opposing team and you're spitting at a player. First off, I find spitting on anybody a big ass sign of disrespect. I mean, you spit at me, there's gonna be problems. Cause that's just like, really, dude, you can't do anything else except spit? Like, what the fuck? And then there's like a still image of the coach just like hawking the loogie right at him too. Like, it was just, I guess you can say that's how passionate people get, but I mean, not to that point.
I don't think that's
I'm not to that point, bro. Not to that point.
There was an incident back in the 2010 World Cup qualifiers where I believe the United States was playing in Honduras on the away game, on their away game. The commentator, U.S. was up 2-1, and it was down to I think the 89th minute. And the commentator of that game in Honduras said that if the United States wins this game, he was going to tell the fans what hotel the U.S. men's national team was staying at, what rooms, and everything. And that commentator was fired.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like they were saying, like sports is somewhat like a reward for everyone in the world. because if everything's cool, nothing's happening, you can enjoy sports. But if you think about it, a lot of things happen that's really tragic in sports, like the whole Olympic when they had those guys hostage, and I think Germany or something, and they killed them. And then the whole thing with when Cabañas.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you guys hear me?
Perfect.
No, I can't hear you.
Okay.
I can hear
Okay,
you.
cool,
I can hear
cool,
you.
cool.
Perfect.
Perfect.
She works for customer service right now. She's about to do like
she's one of the outsourced people that like. Thank you for calling AT&T. This is
Hi, thank you
Araceli.
for
How can I help you?
calling PayPal. Unfortunately, your money has gone to my account, and thank you very much.
And it's gone.
But no, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. También wasn't it in La Bombonera too, where that whole thing where the player missed that PK and fucking they ended up killing him?
I think that was a different. I don't think that was Argentina.
I was in Colombia.
I think it was Colombia.
Oh no, La Bombonera was when everybody lost their shit and everybody rushed the stadium and it was like this big old fucking fight, no?
Oh, probably. I mean, that freaking stadium. I'm not gonna lie. I want to go to it because that thing looks so cool.
Yeah.
But dude, that shit is wild. The fans jumping over the fences and it's pretty wild. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Do you really think you're like do you think that's too much passion or?
Yeah.
Oh, I think really.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so what are you gaining when you're going off like in a tantrum because your team lost?
Ramon, can you answer that question, please?
Yeah, it's just I mean, you don't see me breaking windows and shit, but I mean, I do get upset. I mean, but then again, getting upset and going out and breaking shit is completely different. I mean,
exactly.
I know we have a YouTube channel now to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, you can do venting videos now.
Just kidding.
Watch that if you haven't seen it. But
yeah, it was pretty funny. It's like
I mean,
I thought you were doing a parody or something.
Oh no! I was legit upset. I was legit upset because it's like, why? I'm not even gonna get into that. Watch the video, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, I mean, you can be passionate about a team, but really to start.
Are you gonna lose your shit and like start destroying things and start fighting people over it? Then
he loses his shit playing video games.
Some people just don't know how to lose.
Yeah.
That's
different. That's different.
That's fine. But that's exactly what it is. People who get mad and start throwing shit just because they're losing don't know how to lose. That's just how it is. In a game, you're either gonna win or you're gonna lose. Well, I mean, sadly now they do ties. I fucking hate ties. I don't like ties. But they should either
tell the ones that didn't grow up with proper parents. Because they're the ones that are fighting for nothing. It's like, what the fuck, Mom? I'm going to do this if I want to. You can't tell me. And then they go around and start saying that shit to everybody.
Yeah.
It's my opinion.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it's fans. It's like a whole conversation.
We went into a 20-minute tangent on one subject.
On one topic.
Yeah.
Nah.
Here, I'll do a lightning round of sports really quick. So, the Dodgers pretty much just clinched a playoff berth, not the positions yet, because I think they have like 4 more games for them to like win the division. I think, right?
They're up against San Diego right now.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Then let's see, we have Major League Soccer. We already know what happened with LAFC. I believe they play today.
If you don't give it about an hour, there'll be another video out.
There will. Nah, but that's pretty much it. What I have with sports. I mean, like I said, the whole bracket that me and Jesse had. I mean, pretty much got fucked up with.
What did you have in that bracket? I'm kind of interested to hear what you had in that bracket.
Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. Hold on. Let me see.
Now you guys took all the playoffs and just kind of like what we did and just picked your winners.
Yeah, so pretty much the seeding. So we had like the Clippers, whoever they face, and that was like OKC. So we kind of like broke it down. So, and then we had, I think it was Denver. No,
it was okay. So between the Lakers and the Blazers, we had the Lakers winning it in what was it, 4?
But we had it like going 7 games.
Then we had Rockets and Thunder. That one was a hell of a series too. I had the Thunder coming out of that, and then
I had the Rockets.
Which the Rockets ended up getting out of there. Jazz and Nuggets. We had the Nuggets coming out.
Nuggets.
Oh, the spicy chicken nuggets. They're okay.
Okay.
From where?
From McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Between the Clippers and the Mavericks, we had the Clippers coming out of there. That's the west side. On the east side, we had the Bucks beating the Magic, which is what happened. The Pacers and the Heat, we had the Heat coming out of that one. Celtics and 76ers, I think we agreed on the east side, we all agreed on that one. Or me and Jesse did. It was Boston versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Boston won. Raptors and Nets, we had the Raptors coming out. And then in the semis, it was Lakers Rockets. I don't think we did one though, but I mean, other than that was just the. Why are you laughing? Why are you?
They're like putting stuff on the screen. I could see like an emoji or something on their screen.
Oh, because I just said it for the last thing that you put out. Like,
yeah. So yeah, that was.
Oh no, we're gonna start doing emojis. Rowan's like, I'm talking about my bracket, guys.
I mean, you guys asked, so I'm answering.
We didn't really go far because I know we were gonna touch back on this subject. So we just did like the first round, I think.
Yeah, and then it all started getting thrown out because a lot of teams swept and all this shit, so we couldn't coincide. But now that we can, who do you think is gonna win the conference finals between
Heat. No, I don't know. I mean, I think the Celtics could probably come back because it's not too far, into the series.
And it's only
but
one.
I don't know. The Heat, man, they're playing really good. They got a lot of good 3-point shooters. So I'll probably pick the Heat and then the Western Conference. I think the Lakers are probably going to win, but I would like to see the upset to see the Laker fans' reactions.
Fuck.
I hate Laker fans.
Yeah, same here.
These are the fucking worst.
So, because I'll probably go with Denver, but I honestly think the Lakers are probably going to win it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the Orlando Rage versus the LA Extreme in the final for the NBA championship.
Nice.
That's an XFL reference for those who don't know that.
Are they gonna score the extra field goal?
They're going to score the home run.
Nice. They're going to go, 2-love,
I had to move my camera because eventually my mom's going to come and try to do the Matrix up against the wall again. And I was like, chill, you're good.
So, Oz, I know probably a month ago, we were talking about Liverpool and how you were like saying, we don't need to sign nobody.
Correction. They said we don't need to sign Messi. Thank you.
No.
You
weren't talking
okay,
about
coach?
Messi. We were talking about someone else.
Excuse me, have you not seen my FIFA 20 roster? It's a we. I am coaching that team.
There
Thank
he
you.
is. He is technically he is coaching it. I mean, it's on a video, but he's still coaching it. So, bam. Anyways,
Go ahead,
Liverpool
Jess.
did acquire 2 new players.
Yes, they did.
So that's pretty exciting.
They acquired Thiago from Bayern Munich.
Who I suggested they should fucking a month and a half ago.
You did, yeah.
But
I made contact with them, let them know Jess said, we need Thiago. Go for it.
Yeah, I had to conference call that. I remember that shit. That shit was crazy.
And then NFL is going on. So I don't know if Araceli, if you're an NFL fan. I know Oscar isn't really. He goes for the Chargers though, for those who didn't know.
Yeah. It was his birthday yesterday.
Green Bay.
Oh,
Green Bay. Nice.
Lambeau Field.
Cheesehead. Okay.
That's cool.
That is cool.
You mad?
Is that coming back or is that off or is that on?
No, it's week 2 is already going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I might watch NFL this team because I really want to learn to have a lot of patience with it because it really upsets me when they stop the clock for everything. That's one of the main reasons I don't watch basketball. I don't watch football. Yeah. Well, American football. Because they just stopped the clock. Like he stepped out, full leg, cut the commercial.
Well, what do you want them to do?
I told Jess this when he lived here. I said I am promised to my Spectrum guide. I am promised a 2-hour game, and I'm sitting here for 4.
Overtime, baby.
No, that's just the regular 4
it's
quarters.
It's a lot of pausing. There is.
Money's.
Yeah. But I think
it's all about the money.
I know,
the commercials take up like half of the time.
Yeah.
Commercials are like about 4 minutes. So each commercial is about a 4-minute break that you're taking. So
yeah. So you gotta go get a refill of your beer, get more food.
Yeah.
Same thing
And
with
there's
basketball.
a lot of fans that make a whole day out of this.
Yeah.
Like my boss dedicates himself to just the NFL, and he has a garage with like 8 TVs, and he has every single game going on. They're all like muted.
What's your boss, Rickles, or
one
what?
game.
Is he
And he's
betting?
just
No,
like smoking, drinking, you know?
I feel like that's also betting.
That's also what?
Yeah, you can bet. I mean, if you have a bookie and all that stuff.
It's fantasy sports.
Yeah.
Fantasy sports is different, though.
Yeah.
Because I used to work with some guy, and like he would always constantly put on the game, and I'm like, oh, what team are you going for? He's like, none. It's just a bet, and I'm like, dude, it's like you're spending.
It's the over/under probably.
I'm like, dude, it's like, how much are you betting for each team? Like, he's like, oh, I got like 300 on this one. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you have no chance of knowing if this team is going to win or not.
And that's a small bet. You should see of some of the other bets: 10,000, 20,000, 25,000,
100,000. People
100,000
before the season starts.
They'll bet on a
There's
team.
people that drop money on teams that they think are gonna win the Super Bowl or the championship, and their payouts are freaking crazy.
They're insane.
And they bet their houses, their cars.
Yeah. Then they go live underground and under Las Vegas in the
Las Vegas
city.
and become more people.
Trying to figure out what happened with their life.
Like, where did I go wrong? I knew I shouldn't have bet on them. Fuck them. Fuck the Cowboys.
Oh, damn. She picked the specific
I'm not a Cowboy
team.
fan, though,
She said, fuck the Cowboys. Damn. But,
Should have been a Colts fan.
Yes. So, Oz, you got any news for us, man?
Sure. I got a couple of articles here. The first one is there has been an official deal for TikTok to stay in the United States. It's an interim. It's an interim contract. I know it is.
Easy.
I know it is.
No, did you see that Trump is trying to buy TikTok?
Yes, because he's trying to make that company American. He's trying to bring it from China over to the United States. Now, this article comes from comicbook.com that says when there was TikTok had a CEO named Kevin Mayer, that man stepped down 2 days ago because he couldn't come up with the contract to make TikTok American. So a new person stepped up. Her name is Vanessa Papas, who became the new CEO of TikTok, and she actually came up with a new contract that's, it says here, TikTok interim head has commented on the prospective deal to keep the app from getting banned by President Trump. Vanessa Papas found herself in a strange position when CEO Kevin Mayer stepped down as the situation with the app and the current administration reached a boiling point. So the acting head had to help steer the widely popular app towards the future. Trump announced today that he had given approval for Oracle to purchase the U.S. operations of TikToks. Fans have already begun downloading the app, fearing the worst, and then all this news came out. Now it looks like the tech giant won't even miss a beat amid all the change. Papas is very grateful for all the fans of the platform who have been vocal about the possible ban all summer, tweeting out, #WeAreTikTok and we are here to stay.
I feel like it was mostly a ploy just so somebody can buy the fucking company so they can get rid of it.
Well, the thing is with Trump, what he was trying to do is he's trying to kill all type of business with China.
Yeah.
100%. He's all about American businesses, American made.
What about all our clothes then?
Well, yeah.
All our technology is made here but sent to China to be made.
And that's the thing that people have tried to make him understand. Like, you have to understand, iPhones are made in China. Galaxies are made in China. They're just imported to the United States. But to him, a gigantic app like TikTok, which has garnered over 450 million downloads on the Apple App Store alone, it's just like Fortnite. The U.S. wants its cut of every single app.
Does he not know it's gonna fucking die in like a year or two?
Right now, money talks, bullshit walks. And that's all it is.
It's like any fucking app. It's gonna be up there for like quite a little while, and then as soon as it gets there, is dead because something new is gonna come out.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody is gonna come out with another fucking app, and everybody's gonna forget about TikTok, and it's gonna be like, oh shit.
Well, look at what happened to Vine.
Yeah.
Musically.
Yeah.
MySpace.
MySpace.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something else is gonna come, something better, and everybody's gonna forget about it. And I feel that's also a reason why, like, that company should just sell it. Fuck it, they should just sell it and make their money and fucking go on and make it something else. Mm-hmm. It's China. China's gonna fucking come out with like 10 more things either way.
And also the big thing that Trump is fighting with is that the fact that the Chinese can spy on United States through the app. How? I don't know. I'm not a big tech whiz. Maybe Jess, you can handle that question. But that's what Trump is fighting, saying, the Chinese will get the government secrets, and they'll hack into the computers, hack into the mainframe, hack into the matrix, whatever it is.
Because every time you download an app, all that information is getting put on your phone. So whatever they're working on, like, people are like going through the data that's being put on from your phone on there, and that's what they're talking about. They're like, oh, they're gonna steal things, but that's totally different. That's something different that, like, if China is doing, like, you would fucking know. Your phone would start going slower every time you open the app because they're running a bunch of programs trying to record everything that you're doing.
Because I'm pretty sure that Vice President Mike Pence has not downloaded the TikTok app onto his phone to do the renegade dance.
What?
It's a hypothetical situation.
Oh, yeah, I thought it would actually happen. I'm like, what the fuck?
No,
really?
No.
Like, who government is gonna download TikTok?
Exactly. Yeah, nobody. Exactly. But I think what was upsetting the president himself is that people in power and people in the military and people in hospitals were starting to record themselves through the TikTok app. And he felt that was giving away government secrets. From an article I read a couple of months ago.
He's the one that's giving government secrets away, but yet he's still there.
When it comes to downloading apps, though, I don't know if you guys noticed, when you're running it, it asks for permission to view your pictures, to your mic, to your camera. That's another way that they can get in there. So,
or or the GPS ones.
Yep.
There are like always like, oh, do you want this app to know your location?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't. Everything, I don't accept anything because it's like I'm not downloading the app so you know where I am, or so you can open my camera so you can see whatever, Yeah. It's just like, use it.
Yeah. So. All right. The second article I have comes from Consequence of Sound, talking about Christopher Nolan, who just recently did an interview for Tenet, thanking the people who actually saw the movie. It didn't make a lot of money, but it is making money slowly. And they asked him about The Dark Knight Rises, to which he brought up a point that says The Dark Knight Rises director Christopher Nolan had to cut a violent death scene to avoid an NC-17 rating.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know if we've all seen The Dark Knight Rises. No? Ramon?
Yeah.
Jess? Okay. So I'm going to
I don't like Batman.
Okay. Personal choice. The Dark Knight Rises director Christopher Nolan cut an especially violent murder that was harsh enough to earn the PG-13 movie an NC-17 rating. According to star Matthew Modine, in the climactic final battle of Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, where Batman grapples with the explosive plot mastermind by Talia al Ghul, GCPD Deputy Police Commissioner Peter Foley leads an armed resistance against Bane. After killing one of Talia's top mercenaries, Foley dies off screen, where he is gunned down by a tumbler tank vehicle commandeered by Talia's army. Do you remember that scene, Jess?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently, according to the death scene, he was supposed to get shot 10 times in the chest and then get run over by the tank.
Fuck.
That is whoa.
That would have been fucking great, and it would just be like reading a fucking comic book because they put all that shit in there.
They didn't. I know, but you have to understand that when it comes to comics and screen, it's two different things. Yeah. It's two different aspects. But there's only certain types of blood you can certain type scenes with blood you can show in movies.
And also remember, the rating is PG-13.
Yeah,
they didn't at the time. Warner Bros. Doesn't want to make a rated R superhero movie.
Yeah, at the time, so, especially you have to remember, The Dark Knight Rises. Didn't want to show a lot of violence because due to the fact of what happened with The Dark Knight, when there was a man dressed as Joker in the theater and shot up a bunch of
wrong.
people. Oh no, that was Dark Knight Rises. You're right.
Dark Knight Rises. That's when that happened. So it had nothing to do with the guy that did that killing.
You're right. You're absolutely right. My bad.
It was opening night.
People's mental issues should not be what causes movies to not go out.
Yeah. That's all it is.
I mean, it's a movie. It's a comic book. It's like saying, okay, then if you want the movie to have a warning, you should have also all these comic books should have warnings too.
Don't they have the rating on the?
They have ratings on the comic book.
Yeah, it's on the corner.
Yeah, but I mean, so that's it. That's a rating. Like that's it. There's no warning.
Well, I mean, you put a rating on a CD back in the day that said parental guidance, explicit content. Yeah.
I bought that. Yeah, but I bought them in the Marshall Mathers LP, and fucking, I was I don't even remember. I was like 13.
Yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't. But I mean, really was there a warning before the CD played? Like when you put the CD in and you play the song.
Yeah, his first intro was a public service announcement brought to you in part by Slim Shady. Slim Shady does not give a fuck what you think.
Are you about to go to shock therapy or something? Because your headset.
So there's no warning. That's the thing. You can't think that like these people are gonna decide to do something no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they already set their mind to it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what they watch or see. It's what they already thought about doing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like that, whatever person in the movie theater was already prepared because they took the guns with them.
No, he went in through the emergency door in the back of the theater, and then he just walked in and just started letting off. He didn't even give no warning or anything.
There you go. Like
he already had that shit planned out.
Exactly. It was nothing to do with the movie. So people for the media to be like, oh, it was a movie or whatever. No, it's these people that are sick and need help.
Well, that's all they're ever going to blame is the media, the music. Look at Marilyn Manson was blamed for Columbine.
Yeah.
You know, because they listened to Marilyn Manson and very angry, heavy metal music.
Yeah, but it's also the same people that blame video games.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then what do you say about all these other people, religious people? Yeah. What about them? What are they going to say that they watch or what they read? It's all about the Bible.
The Nicholas Cruz massacre in Florida was blamed on Fortnite and Call of Duty. Because that's how he played days before.
Okay. That doesn't mean anything. That's just a stress reliever.
I know, but that's what they blame. They're never going to blame the parents. The parents will be like, oh my God, my son would never do that, blah, 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 blah. And because they're such white, wholesome people, they're never going to put the blame on those type of people.
Yeah.
And there's a perfect example. Look at the shooting back in 2015 in San Bernardino County. Because they were Muslim, that was their religion. It was a planned out attack. But when you look at the shooting in Florida with Nicholas Cruz, he was tormented by shooting games and the music that he was playing and this and that. And, you know, it's a whole two different type. It's just a clusterfuck of lies.
I think it's easier for them to blame other people than to blame a child because they're like, oh, it's a child. They're going to be innocent, but it's not. Like, it doesn't matter. Anybody is conscious on whatever they're doing, especially if it's planned. Especially when it comes to hurting other people because that is something that it takes fucking time. And it's like you are hurting animals before you get to the point that you're hurting people.
Yeah.
So for a lot of them, they must have been going through all these issues that their parents didn't even look or didn't even care about it.
And that's it. That's all I have on articles, you guys. Jess?
I don't really have much. PlayStation 5 and Xbox.
Dude, so the specs on
not gonna lie, Xbox is a lot cheaper by $100 compared to PlayStation.
Yeah, and the specs are a little bit better.
Yeah, and I think that Xbox Series X is way better than the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Nice.
Are you gonna get it on launch?
No. Fuck no, I ain't gonna do all that shit. Just fucking get it when I can, like when it's out.
Yeah.
Black Friday.
They're gonna do the day one edition.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, nah, my Xbox still works perfectly fine, so it's gonna be a while before I get it. Because I mean, what you're able to do what is that shit called when you can play games from a different system? Reverse compatible.
No, it's cross play.
No, no, it's reverse compatible with Xbox One games and some Xbox 360 and some original Xbox
it's gonna be like the whole thing that they've been doing. Yeah.
So I don't know. But I'm not gonna do the day one launch.
I don't think I'll get the Series X for like another year because I just got a new Xbox, so I have to wait it out.
Yeah.
Just get the digital one, no disc.
And fuck that! I want my disc. Just got to keep the change away. Speaking of change, Jess, do you want your 93 cents that your son put in my other Xbox?
You got them out. In my Xbox.
Oh,
you mean piggy bank?
Oh, it became a piggy bank.
Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah,
Sure did.
Mine has a couple dollars, I think, like a couple quarters and I think a couple like kind of business cards in there. I think some type of like Pokemon card or something.
Emergency in case like the world then like this is my survival pack in here.
Fuck it. Yeah. Talking about survival package, where were y'all when the earthquake hit?
Oh, dude.
That was 2 days ago, right? That was Friday night?
Friday night.
Friday night. Yeah.
Standing next to my bed. My son is right there next to me, kind of playing. My wife's on the bed, like sitting down with the baby. Shit starts shaking. And she's like, "Oh shit, it's an earthquake." And I was like, "Yeah." So then I'm trying to grab my son. He's like over here thinking it's a game, and then he starts kind of freaking out because it gets even harder. And I just like pick him up, put him on the bed, and I'm like, "All right, don't move." And we just start seeing like everything shake, and like a couple things fell, nothing broke, but yeah, it was pretty shocking, you know.
Yeah, it was. Shocking.
Yeah.
That's when I text you guys. Remember?
I was dead asleep. Cause that day my allergies were acting up super fucking bad, so I had to take Benadryl. So it knocked me out.
Yeah.
It knocked me out, and I fucking woke up because like in my dream I was dreaming about an earthquake and everything was falling. I wake up and all I can do was scream for Prince, and Prince didn't even come to me.
Prince was down. He was trying to get out.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And I get up and I'm like so drowsy because of the fucking pills. And I look outside, I see everybody's out there, and I'm like, what time is it?
Yeah.
It's 11. And I come out and I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then I'm just like laying in bed, like, did I dream that or did it happen? And then my stepmom calls me. She's like, hey, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, why? She's like, there was an earthquake. I'm like, oh, so I wasn't dreaming.
Yeah.
Get out of me.
I was deadly asleep because I go in at 5:00 in the morning on Saturday, so I knock out pretty early. So there came a point where I was watching something on Netflix and I wake up to turn off my TV because I fell asleep with it on. So I turn it off and I flip myself over, and as I'm moving, everything starts shaking. So I literally get up off the bed and I get to the most important thing, which is I got to make sure my TV doesn't fall.
Oh.
So I just...
Number one priority, bro.
So I get up, touch my TV, and then I just literally look around and I was like, was that an earthquake or did I just fucking move too fast right now?
Not even your mom.
Wait,
fuck that shit,
wait.
my TV.
So I go to the living room, my mom's dead asleep. I go like, Mom, there was an earthquake. She goes like this. Huh? I didn't feel anything. And I was like,
must be fucking nice.
My mom was dead asleep. So I go to my window in the living room to look outside to see if anybody's moving, and everybody's lights is on. So I was wondering, like, maybe it was an earthquake. And then come the text messages. I get 2 from Jesse. I get 2 from my other brother, 1 from my sister, my cousin. Like, did you feel it? Did you feel it? I'm like, okay, so it wasn't an earthquake. I'm not tripping. So I wait a little bit. Obviously, the anxiety's all fucked up because you're just like, oh shit, it was an earthquake. You know what I'm saying? So I lay down again, and I just look up at the ceiling. I'm just like, another one? No? Okay, good night. And I just flip myself over and I go right to bed.
Yeah, apparently it was 2 of them, like a little small one and then the aftershock.
Yeah.
So which one is the one we felt? The aftershock?
The aftershock.
So the little vibration that you felt first, you're like, oh shit, is that an earthquake? And
then it's when they were hitting.
Aftershock.
It's when everything is hitting and then everything vibrates out, and that's the aftershock.
So how far apart were they?
I was playing
minute and a half, I think.
Huh?
They were saying they were a minute and a half apart.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It was like a 4 point something, right?
It was 4.1.
Yeah.
4.6 or 4 point something.
The small one was not felt as much because I think it was like they said a mile underground or something like that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Somebody's calling me.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad. So the second one, I could have sworn I put this in do not disturb mode, but moving on.
Obviously not.
Live show. What can you do? So the second one was actually 110 centimeters underground. So it was felt really, 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 really well.
Boy, vibrations is what you're gonna always feel more than like the actual initial shock.
Yeah. So, but Ramon, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was playing Among Us. By the way, it's a really cool game. You also download that shit.
I know, me too.
It's fucking fun, dude. We should all download it and play it once and just do it on the channel, dude. It's on the
fun. Channel.
So, and record our live feeds.
Have you guys heard about it? I mean, Araceli has. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay.
I play it all the time. Fuck it.
Oh. All right.
I'm just gonna say this real quick before you start talking. Ramon just looks like he's like producing the hottest track of the winter.
Dude, you're about to drop the biggest beat ever, bro.
God damn, the hottest track of the winter is coming out.
Shit.
Man's not hot. Never
Our
hot.
new Christmas song.
Okay, well, go ahead.
No, hold on. Before we move forward, Anthony said PS5 is going to have God of War though.
You know what? That's cool though. PlayStation.
I haven't played God of War in a fucking while. I love that shit. Go on, Ramon.
Yeah, that's one thing about PlayStation though. Those exclusives, bro.
Yeah, they have really good exclusives.
Man, you're like, fuck, man.
We say that now, and then the new Halo is gonna drop, and it's gonna be fucking amazing.
Yeah, but
and the new Gears.
I honestly think though that PlayStation has more exclusives than Xbox though.
Yeah,
they do have The Last of Us, which is the one that I've been wanting to play.
Yeah,
Uncharted, Last of Us. They had Metal Gear for a very long time. Yeah. I mean, I think.
And then they get Call of Duty before anybody else does.
Yeah, I mean that was a contract thing though, because Xbox had it too for a while. Before that, I think what PlayStation lacks is the community. I think their online community is not the best, and I think that's what probably put me off.
It's because there's no 13-year-olds playing. So what do you?
No competition. I remember playing PS3 online on Call of Duty, and it was just like, you were killing everyone. It was
but
like,
then again, I mean, you were always pretty good at those type of games too. So,
dude,
you were pretty good at those games, bro. I mean,
every single time like a new Call of Duty game would come out, I'll be playing it, and like I would never have a headset on.
And you would freeze up just like Jesse did.
She froze up.
She froze up.
Oh, she froze up.
She froze up.
Oh, I thought you guys froze.
No,
you froze like this.
You're like.
What did you guys hear? Did you guys
all
hear
I heard
it
was
that you had no mic on.
Yeah, you had no headset on, and then you're like, and that's when you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I would always be playing, and I would always be number one, and I would constantly be killing the guys. There would always be like one or two that would always try to come after me because they would get mad that I would like kill them right away. And then you know how like when you're playing with mic sets and like they die, the other person dies and you can hear them. They would always be cussing me out. They're like, "Fuck you! You fucking suck! You're a bitch!" I'm like,
they still do that now.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you mad? It's a fucking game, dude. It's not my fault you suck.
I did like that feature
where when you kill somebody,
you hear like their audio for like 2 seconds, and they're just either like super pissed off or they're like doing a call out, trying to help out the team. But that was pretty fun. Yeah.
Do you guys remember?
I missed that shit.
Do you guys remember the lobbies where both teams were in that same lobby before the game started? And
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then after the game was over, they'd come back to the same lobby and people were like, "Fuck you, dog! You're fucking camping, bitch! You're a little bitch!"
Yeah.
Like, whoa, whatever, bro. I fucking killed you, dog. Don't even trip. Like that shit was. That's actually something that I do miss. It's just the shared lobbies, man, because that shit talking was fucking. That shit was epic. But yeah.
I think they had to change that because of people were complaining too much.
Yeah.
Really?
It became cyberbullying. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was in the hype of like a couple of years ago when cyberbullying was like up here. I mean, it's back because of homeschooling and all of that, and because of all social media. But yeah, that's why they stopped doing that for a while.
I just mute people when they started being all mad, and then I'll come back and I start laughing and be like, "Why are you mad?" And then mute them back again.
That's funny.
Because it's like you're playing a fucking game, dude. You don't have to be mad. If you want to be mad, get out of the fucking game.
Not to
if not,
everybody to their own.
That's everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's everything.
That's why
it's like we're going back to sports.
The common sense thing to do is to mute the people that are talking shit. But the fact is that some people just really like the interaction too much that they don't. But then some people take it too far, and those people can't take it. That's what it is. If you're gonna be in a Call of Duty chat, you need to learn how to take all the shit that's gonna come to you.
You guys should download the fucking app and watch the fucking shit that people talk on those global chats. It's fucking crazy.
What are you talking about?
Like
Call of Duty Mobile?
Yes, and then like you can also send voice memos. Those are fucking crazy, dude. Like I fucking like whenever I go in, I'll just sometimes just look at the chat just to see what zone I'm in. And then like I'll look at it, and then the first fucking few messages that I can see are like, "Fuck you, you fucking racist. You're all black or you're fucking white." And it's like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna fucking play a game and not even try to interact with any of these people. Because usually I just go in.
I haven't played.
Who wants to go into like a game right away, like for Battle Royale?
I haven't played online in such a long time. So the other day I played Overwatch online.
Oh, what?
And I was playing. I was a healer, so I was healing. So I got a message on Xbox, and it said like, I guess it's like a request. Like you can accept the request to accept their message or something like that. Mm-hmm. So whoever it was sent me a hi. So then I didn't know he sent it because I have my notifications off. So then I'm just playing, and then like after I finish playing like 2 games, we win. I go to the home screen, I'm watching like a YouTube video with like my son, or we're doing something. And then I'm like, I noticed I have 2 messages. So I'm like, okay. So then I go over, the person messaged me, and it said, in parentheses, it said, offensive material may be inappropriate or something like that. So it tells me, would you like to see the message he sent you?
Oh, Lord,
this person sent you. So I'm like, what the hell? So then I put, okay, yeah. And then he put, fuck you then. And I was like, what? So apparently the person got mad that I didn't respond back.
Oh, he wanted to be your friend.
Fuck him.
He's probably like 13, bro.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then it said, would you like to report the message? I just like deleted it. I was like,
yes.
What I want to know, Jesse.
You again.
What I want to know is, what healer were you?
Oh, what's the name? Zenyatta? Or what's the name?
Were you clicking heads, bro?
Yeah, I actually got like 10. Yeah, I was doing pretty good. Actually, like, I was gonna either be him or Mercy, but somebody picked Mercy.
Yeah.
So
Lamborghini Mercy.
It's been a while.
Yeah, Lamborghini Mercy.
Lamborghini Mercy.
See, he's getting ready. He's getting the track ready. He's getting the track ready.
Where the kids? Where the kids?
Alrighty.
Where the kids in America?
So, with that being said, anybody have any final words before we hand it off to Stone Cold Steve Jessers for the words of wisdom?
Yeah, we're wrapping up already, huh?
Huh?
Early? What do you mean?
Oh yeah, it's 1 hour. Okay. No, well,
about an hour.
Halloween.
Oh.
Oscar.
Oh yeah, Oz.
Are you guys gonna do any trunk or treating?
No, I'm gonna stay home, like they're telling us to do. Stay home. Even, I mean, would you really, in a time of Corona, would you really trust people giving your kids candy?
No. I didn't trust them before.
Exactly. It was bad already in the beginning. Now with the Rona, it's even worse.
Yeah.
You give you a fresh new green apple.
Oh.
There's gonna be people having
Rona coated
drive-through events.
Oh yeah.
But there is one thing I want us to do, which would be kind of cool. So Not Three Farm is kind of open, but no rides. It's kind of like a food thing. Okay. So they're gonna have like a Halloween thing, where they're gonna have like trick or treating. Like, you can see the characters get candy, and I want to take my kids to do that, just to kind of get out of the house. But I would see if you guys are down to go, so we can like also hang out and eat.
Kind of. Well, Halloween this year is on a Saturday, no?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be on. Well, I'm not thinking of going on Halloween Day.
Okay, good.
It's like kind of like an event, like the ones they have like throughout the week, like like any like kind of like Halloween Horror Nights Disney style. So it's called.
Hey, how you feeling? Mm-hmm. Oh, I just scared
So
your
if you
pussy
ever
away.
wonder why I keep looking to the side, it's because Prince is always next to me.
Oh. Yeah. Well, yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna give out any candy. I mean, I don't even know if there's gonna be people out anyway.
Expensive as candy's fucking getting every year.
Yeah, candy is
like
really
the price
expensive.
goes up 80 cents each year. It's ridiculous now.
Yeah. They have like
I used to give out candy years ago, and now in hindsight I realize how much I actually fucking spent on candy. I'm like, yeah, no mas.
Yeah, it's bad. Like a small bag of candy like this big is like $15.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. But,
Too far distance.
And it's all the little ones, and it's not even enough.
Oh, for real.
Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
And I'm trying to lay off the candy as it is. My fat ass doesn't need any more chocolate.
So,
why? It's perfectly healthy for you.
Thank you.
Dark chocolate.
Just water.
Anything?
Just do.
No.
Yeah, so it's called Taste of Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah, it's from Friday through Sunday, from September 25th to November 1st. So I'll hit you guys up with that info so you guys can so we can do that. I think that'll be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Do a live stream there or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no, we can't because we don't have enough followers.
We can record it and make a vlog out of it.
We can.
Yeah, make a vlog out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I have I have a
can see
vlog coming out later on today that I did yesterday with my nephews and nieces. We did a what is it, haunted ghost pepper chip challenge.
Oh yeah.
That didn't go too well with me. I was dying.
He was.
It was hot. It was hot.
He was.
Spoiler alert. It was hot.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It was.
It's hot. Not a silly. There's a video that Sally showed me of a guy like in hot weather. He just goes like, "It's hot."
He's in a car and it's like during some. It's hot. It's my favorite video.
Oz?
I'm not promoting anything. I'm good.
No? No phenomenal FKR?
No, they got it. They got the phenomenal FKR. They got my.
Which handle is that one?
At phenomenal FKR.
Yeah, but for what? For what social platform?
You want me to go into the full shtick, don't you?
I do.
Okay. So you can follow me on my Instagram at phenomenal FKR. You can follow me on my TikTok if you want at phenomenal FKR1, and also my OnlyFans at jiggly boom boom $4.99 a month with the first month free. Yes, it was a week. Now it's a month. You're welcome, America. These are hard times, so this is my gift to you.
There it is. Araceli, anything?
I was gonna promote my OnlyFans, but since Oscar already put his out there, mine's is not even gonna make it that big now.
I don't know. Why don't you guys make it?
May never know.
Together? Hashtag
I don't know.
con huevos.
I don't even know what that is.
I told you it's like chorizo but bigger. Yeah.
I still don't like chorizo, so I'm sorry.
But you like the longaniza though. Anyway,
no.
With that being said,
follow me on all my social media, you guys. Is Araceli B? Whatever.
Ramon needs to get laid. Ramon needs to clean up them pipes.
Oh.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Ramon?
It's been a while.
Freaking bats. As soon as he opens his pants, freaking bats. I like freaking bats.
Guys. So, Jess, would you like to?
Yeah, what's up?
Would you like to wrap it up with your words of wisdom, Pa?
The newest producer of Rock the Nation.
Yes.
It's the Rock.
Rock Nation.
We gotta rock the shaka.
It's the Rock.
Illuminati.
So
the shocker. The shocker.
I mean, damn. There's a lot that's been going on, like a lot. Fucking. One thing, people don't forget to vote. Definitely you guys
If
got
you
to
can,
make your
if
voice
you're
heard.
eligible to roll.
If you're able to.
Yeah, 18 and up. So there's a lot of people that turn 18 this year. So hopefully they can vote. Make sure you
Our
guys.
only candidate.
Yeah, I know. One is
Biden.
definitely better than the other. So
they're all bad, but what are you gonna do?
yeah, you got to pick the one that's better.
Give
So
somebody else a
definitely,
chance
yeah.
to fuck up the United States.
For
You guys, Trump is gonna win. I'm telling you guys.
I agree with
Y'all don't
you.
listen.
Trump has enough
I
money
agree.
to continue fucking ruining the fucking world on his own time.
They're already
Let
talking
somebody
about Russia trying to hack again. That came out in the news this morning.
yeah, it's really weird this whole election year. But yeah, just keep safe. People that are near the fire do listen to the evacuations.
Yes.
Make sure when you leave your house to also lock your property up, because there's people that have been breaking in
Yeah.
during the houses that are empty, which kind of is even sadder. You know, you leave your stuff behind thinking you're gonna come back to it being there, and then you come back and everything's pretty much ransacked. So, you know, just reach out to those that you haven't spoken to, see how they're doing. If they need any help, you know, sometimes people just want someone to talk to. And, you know, just make sure you guys are, you know, healthy. Ramon, you look better than you have in the last couple of years ago, which I'm happy for. But yeah, there's a lot of people that just, you know, help them boost their confidence up, you know, make their life a lot more happier to live, especially in this time, in this pandemic. Hopefully everything goes back to normal very soon, so everyone can hang out, you know, like we used to. But yeah, just reach out to your loved ones and just make sure everyone's okay, and listen to what they tell you. Wear a mask, wash your hands, and just drink vitamin C. That'll help you out too.
And if you need it, take that vitamin D.
Hey.
I don't know where you're
Can I end it?
Of course.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll do the last one because if I
fuck
don't, they're gonna kill me. I'm looking to the left, and yesterday was my 33rd birthday. I was celebrated by yesterday.
Oh shit!
Happy birthday!
My bad, dog.
Thank you. No, it's okay. I know you have a lot more important things, so I give you all the passes in the world.
Dude.
I celebrated with a lot of my family, and some of my close friends showed up. You know, Araceli couldn't make it. I understand. You know, 100%. I'm not going to give anybody crap.
I hate people.
I know.
I just hate people.
I know. So
you were gonna put me in a room with so many people I don't know. You just want me to hate.
You guys were at the house.
We were outdoors. We were outdoors. But I got.
You know what I mean.
It exceeded any expectation that I had for my birthday. You know, I don't really celebrate my birthday. I kind of don't like it. This and that. So thank you to my cousins for always being there for me. Corina, Cynthia, Edilia, Cecilia, Gilbert, everybody, Ramon, Jesse, you guys have always been there for me, never giving up on me through my journey in the last few years. So I appreciate that so much. And I will say this, as much as people are going to talk shit about 2020 and how it was the worst year, 2020 has been the best year of my life. So many good things have happened for me personally on a personal level. So it'll go down as the best year of my life. And that's it. Here's to another year of greatness. I wish you guys nothing but love and peace and happiness wherever you find it, with whoever you find it. And that's it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for all the birthday wishes and everything. Thank you. It meant a lot.
Hey, how old are you? 33?
33.
Wow. That's fucking crazy.
Bro, I'm about to be 35 in October. What do you mean?
Ooh.
I'm still waiting on my pupusas, dude. What the fuck?
Oh,
your what?
Pupusas. Before we go, as Oz said, we had a gathering for his birthday, and I'm still low-key suffering the effects from it. But yesterday, Jason went to go pick me up because I wasn't driving, and they had pupusas there.
Yeah.
Very good pupusas, by the way.
Very good.
I took two to go so I can bring them to my mom. And my drunk ass, fucking, I was on the play, I was talking whatever, and I had put the salsa on it, and it was leaking. And I'm like, oh, fucking shit. My driver's like, oh, okay, cool. And I didn't notice that Jason was getting on the freeway already to get home. My dumb is like, oh, let me take the juice out. So I stuck the paper plate, no, it was a styrofoam plate, like the covering with two pupusas in there, to try and drain it. But this one was already, flying on the fucking freeway. The first plate fell over, and one of the pupusas flew out. And there was curtido all over my car. And fucking, I was so mad because they were from a mom. But at least one of them survived. But, yeah, my pants are all, they have the salsa, they have curtido on them. Like, yeah, it was pretty
How much
funny.
did you drink?
Plenty. We got into a very
drunk actions.
We got into a very intense game of Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, dude, I love that. That was my first time playing. I love that game, by the way.
Yeah, so it got pretty heated. It got, as Jesse says, it got hot. Became fire.
It did. But I guess that's gonna bring it to a close here for today, y'all. Araceli, thank you for joining us. That was a surprise. Wasn't expecting it, which is cool.
The first lady of the Fetterly
Club. Daria.
I just wanted to join into the conversation because I'm like, what are you guys talking about? What about this? So that's why I was like, can I join?
Yeah. And you did. And it was cool. So other than that, this is the glorious one. And then we have down here, I don't know where you can see yourself. Oz, or you're down.
Oh, it's me? Okay, this is Ben Oscar, aka the Phenomenal FKR, aka The Rock.
And then Araceli. You're not gonna say.
What's up? It's Araceli.
And then we have the DJ himself, DJ Cinna, DJ Stone Cold Steve Jessers,
DJ Spinaroonie.
DJ Spinaroonie. With that being said, my peeps, we want to thank you all.
He's asked to outro himself.
He's over here looking
at
the screen doing.
Let him. You just continue talking.
He did. He went like this.
He's adding the reverb on that fire mix. He's gonna drop in the next hour on Spotify.
No. Yeah, just it's great to be back. I know last week
we missed him.
We did.
We missed him.
The whole thing.
We could have used.
Did you see it from last week? How biased I was.
Yeah, and then
these two fuckers were biased last weekend.
Never that. My choices were 100% legit.
The integrity of the tournament was compromised with Ramon
when
using his emotions.
It
was the right thing to do. I stand by it. It was the right thing to do.
And then they kicked out Sailor Moon too. Anyway, go watch that video. It's on our YouTube channel.
The finale.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty fun. But other than that, my peeps, thanks for joining us. We're gonna go ahead and dip out. So until the next one, peace out, my peeps.
See you next week.
Bye.